excited.
What's up? What's up? We're going live right now.
What's going on, car guys and car gals? It's Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And it's Fred Leonard, subprime hero.
And Glenn Lundy.
That's right.
He jumped in there and just took it. That's
right.
what
He
Glenn's doing.
He knows the deal.
Let's go.
We are at the DriveCentric headquarters, and Glenn sparked off this entire event with an incredible speech, which, you know, he's been working on. He's usually pretty shy with the microphone, you know what I mean? But he really came out of the box this time, got a lot of people inspired, because that's just what he does. Glenn, how has this event been for you so far? Just being able to see everybody interacting and seeing this facility.
Yeah, it's been great. The facility's amazing, right? All the props to the facility, but even more so, I love an organization that is focusing on community. Like, the biggest mistake most businesses that I've seen, especially in this industry, make is they'll have a bunch of clients, but no two clients ever know each other because they don't create opportunities.
So
and the community is sticky, bro. Like when
Yes,
you start creating community, it's such a smart business strategy to build community. And so I love that they're doing that, creating an opportunity for people to come together.
That's awesome. And this is the first time that we've ever seen an event where there are so many people around the table that are fused together by the product. Right. So many times we're at an event and it's all the dealers and all of their problems, and then what products help fix that. But instead, this is the awesome product we all agree is awesome. We all agree works, but you probably use it in a way that it works better for me, and I'm probably using it in a way you haven't even seen it working yet. And it's awesome to see them collaborate on that. And it's not competition. We're already doing the same thing. Now it's a matter of taking it to the next level. That is Bruin Solutions, folks. That's what we're talking about. That's
what I love too is it's GMs, it's GSMs, it's sales managers, it's finance people, it's BDC, it's marketing directors, it's internet managers. Like, it's across the board, at least on the sales side. I haven't seen any fixed ops. There was no fixed ops or like accounting, but at least on the sales side, it's broad spectrum, right? It's not just, oh, Mr. Higher Up, and then go back and try to deploy it. Like, here, everybody's learning together.
It really is. It's a one place. It's a one-stop shop to be able to communicate. And that's what I love about it. And then you can also be accountable as a leader with your team and be able to correct them and show them ways that, hey, look, here at this moment, you should have said this, or you could have said this, and this probably would have took it this direction. Try that next time. So I love that, being able to record it, being able to send video, being able to send GIFs, whatever you want to call them, all those things. I think it's powerful. I've seen a lot of tools that try to act like they could do this, but you have to integrate all these different things. Well, this is really all there. It's all inclusive and it's powerful.
Yeah, Drive is dope. And what I love most about Drive is they saw a field of vendors, CRMs doing it one way.
That's right.
Right? Which was, we already have a ton of dealers. We don't care about customer service. Everybody's locked into contracts. And so I remember seeing our rep like once every 18 months or something. Like, if we tried to call somebody to get something changed, it was a nightmare. I remember we had one issue where there was like a printer thing that was printing an extra piece of paper. Took us 7 months to get it fixed. It's like just a silly little thing, right? Took us 7 months.
I'll make another ticket for you.
So Drive came in and was like, hey, you know what? We're going to do the exact opposite. We're going to create an amazing environment for our employees, and we're going to create an amazing experience for all the dealers. They have 7 pods up there of people that are just customer service reps. That's right. That's all they do is solve problems for dealers, and they're excited to do it. They love their job. So it's so different than a lot of what I've seen in the business prior to.
Yeah, every client that we've interviewed so far today talks about the instant response or personal
2 minutes response. Or less is
very fast.
Rule.
You know, and they want you as clients to be ecstatic about your product and to be able to use it the way that you need to use it, because everyone's going to have different widgets and buttons that they're going to click on and how they're going to look at their numbers and metrics. So it customizes it to you. Like, you can go in there and have things changed and moved around with this staff. They're willing to make it to where you see what you want to see, and that's what I love about them too. It's not just one way or the highway. It's multiple ways to make sure you're happy clients.
Yeah, no doubt.
So true. In the fusion of all the things that we have to make happen inside of the store, it is critical that we do find a way to make sure that we get our videos out there, that we get all that connected. It was probably about a year ago. You and I, we were talking about delivering videos to the customer. And you're like, well, what platform do you use to do that? And DriveCentric does that. How critical is it that they fuse all of that stuff together with technology to make sure it's simple, it's in the system, whether it's here or it's here? How much does it make sense for somebody to say, wait a minute, that just fuses a bunch of things together? I should just use that.
That's got to be intuitive. I mean, I remember working for a company called 2020 Companies. And this was actually what led me to Lexington, Kentucky. So I was working at 2020 Companies, and my job was to go into these neighborhoods where fiber optic lines had just been put in, and I had to go into the neighborhood and I created these little offices. And then once I created the office, I put motivational pictures up. I had fax machines. Yes, fax machines. I had all those things set up. And once I created the office, like I had to find it. We did the lease, so on and so forth. Once I created the office, then I handed the keys to a GM.
Yep.
The GM then hired a bunch of people, and they went door to door, and they said, hey, Lou, hey, Fred, we just got fiber optic lines in your backyard. You can now bundle your internet, phone, and cable all in one bill.
Yep.
And it's going to be less. And guess what?
Everybody
Let's go.
Why? Because when we can bundle everything together and spend less money, that's like the American dream right there. There was an entire company built around just letting people know that they could bundle and save. And that's basically what DriveCentric's done. They bundle it, they save you money, incredible service. They're an awesome company.
Service is key. Relationship is key. Yeah. And all these things that are fused together are key. Now, you're an incredible voice to the industry that we honor, we respect. I mean, we genuinely appreciate the relationship that we have with you, but the relationship you have with the industry. So inside of that, we got some people that are out there that are still just marrying their CRM system. What would you say to somebody that's afraid of the change? Just all of the moving parts that it goes into to changing into something like a CRM, because that's a pretty big move. I mean, that's not an
it's probably gonna suck.
Right. Say it.
Real talk.
Come on.
Like, it's probably gonna suck,
it.
dude. It's gonna hurt. You're definitely gonna feel it. People aren't gonna like it. There's everyone used to the old one. They're gonna try to use like an old system. They're gonna try to find like a wraparound where they can pretend like they're using the new system, but they ain't using the new system. Like, it's gonna suck, dude. But as we all know, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? And so, dude, there's a story of the cows and the buffaloes. Have I ever shared this with you guys? So there's a place in North Dakota.
Okay, no, you
Have I shared this with you? No. There's a place in North Dakota. It's the only place in the United States of America where mountains and plains actually run into each other.
Okay, I got you.
All right. And it's the only place where wild buffalo and wild cows roam, right? Because you got plains and mountains. And what's interesting is because of the mountain range, whenever storms come in from the west to the east, they actually go up the side of the mountain. You can see them from a distance.
Gotcha.
So the cows and the buffaloes are grazing, doing whatever together. They see the storm. What's crazy is they react exact opposite. The cow sees the storm coming from west to east. The cow starts moving to the east. It's running away from the storm, right? It's running away from the storm as fast as it can.
That's powerful.
Right? Now, here's what's interesting, though. The storm, at some point, catches up with the cow.
Of course.
And so the cow's running from the storm, and the storm catches up with the cow, and guess what? The cow keeps moving in the same direction as the storm, and ends up in the storm way longer.
Yep.
The buffaloes see the storm coming. They're like, oh, they charge towards the storm. Now, don't get me wrong. They get hit first. They get hit with the storm. They go through the crap. Like, they deal with it first. But because the storm's moving this way and they're moving that way, they're in it way shorter time. Moral of the story: attack the storms, man. I
love that,
dude. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna suck. Get it over with. Because if you don't change now, you're gonna change 2 years from now, or 4 years from now, or 6 years from now, or 10 years from now. Because everyone else is gonna be on it. And they're gonna have better technology, and you're gonna be behind, and you ain't gonna be selling cars. You ain't gonna make no money. You're like, oh, we gotta change. And everybody's gonna be like, yeah, we told you that a long time ago. DriveCentric's got 1,200 dealers on it now, bro.
Yeah,
there was somebody who did it first, and they're winning. Right? But it's starting to like go, and it's going to continue to go. So attack the storm, be the buffalo, don't be a freaking cow.
Be the buffalo. Come on, that's Glenn Lundy, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Glenn, we know that your time is precious. We know you got a flight to catch in your nice little jet. We love you, brother. But before we go, you know what we got to do before we send you off to fly? We got to make sure we forgive and we get focused.
Yes,
so we
sir.
can start flying. So on 3, loud and proud. Make sure everybody here knows in St. Louis how to forgive, focus, fly. 1, 2, 3, forgive. Focus. Fly. Hey, okay, one more time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, forgive. Focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm Lou Ramirez, the car
And
guy.
I'm Frelin Arts, the subprime hero.
And you've been brewing solutions with the one,
the only
Glenn Lundy. Love you, brother. Take it easy. We will see you all soon.
Peace.
Robin Wilson, we see you out there.
Love you,
Love
girl.
you, sister. We'll give you a shout later on. Everybody keep brewing solutions. We're out.